Do you have white helmets? What are you watching? Padres?
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Get off the field.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Herbert. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ujeda and Wosu got the sack there.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Their wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check three. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Steal. Check. Ready.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8.
Yellow, 43.
Safe. tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch edge. Watch edge.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
One. Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Check. 45's the Mike.
Hey, tight.
45. Mike, 45. I got you, pump. 36.
Tighten up. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blake. Good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Go ultra.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 50 green.
Mike 45. Check pass. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang out.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a first down past the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get in there, huh?
Joker, Joker.
Hey, go steal.
Check 43.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morrison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check. Fresno.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check your hot read.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
In your face.
58.
On the option, here's Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
We got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw.
He's coming to blow. Slam.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Down. 19 Tiger.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, but that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. This is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Tight ends right. We got three, fellas. We got 3. 26, Mike. 26.
Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Okay, ready? Hurt.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Panther 60. Dragon 60.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. I got him. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. So we got man. 26.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He hits Adams complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Bronco 80.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
Hey, smash.
3. Combo. Watch twist.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at your own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Kill.
He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a party now. Mike 9. Bang L.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be at the door.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Combo. Here we go. 0-0, Mike free.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw here.
Show it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Check 52. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And this will be caught. As they go here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, and that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here is Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think.
And this throw will be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at it. How'd you not score?
Taylor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got to do it.
And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and now up to 14.
The score, Colts 37.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm on the other line currently with another member. Can you give me a call back in about 10?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to...
The ball is free. Taylor lost it, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone, and I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
6 yards left on second down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 9.
The 11-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Spike, White.
Lucky.
On
third down. Here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Dancing away at the 35. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down.
60 Maverick.
Here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Come on, set, blue, 32.
Get tonight, the mic over there. On the ball.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Hello. That was fun. I know. Next time you play, you should not have your headset on so I can't hear everything you're thinking. Yeah, it's like when you say screen and I'm running a screen, I can audible out of those. When you say, I know exactly what play you're running on a 2-point conversion, I can audible out of that. It's awesome. Every bit of it. Even hey Moy, want to play one? You fucking cheating fuck. Every bit of it. I know. Everything. Well, your fucking headset's plugged in, dummy. Oh, well, he's got it set so you can talk through your controller. I can hear everything you're saying. Well, I wasn't talking, so you didn't turn it off so I could hear what your plan was. You're the one talking in the mic, dog, not me. Like, you know he's talking, and then I thought you were talking to me. I even said hello like 5 times, and you didn't say shit back. And then when I had a screen lined up, you're all, screen, and I said, ooh, okay, I'll run left, and that's when I ran up that middle. You're like, fucking ran up. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Every time you called, you guessed it a few right a few times. So I was like, cool. So I'll run up the middle. He's going past commit. This is gonna be awesome. We gotta figure that out. 'Cause that shit was funny. I was cracking up.